Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq greets His Excellency Mohammed Shahabuddin on him being elected as the new President of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning stresses that more than 23,000 Omani families benefited from the Choose Your Digital Land program during 2022. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry inaugurates the commercial franchise program. And the National Immunization Coverage Survey kicked off in all governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Mohammed Shahabuddin on the occasion of him being elected as the President of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. His Excellency Ambassador Sheikh Mohammed bin Ahmed Al Shanfari presented his credentials as Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary of the Sultanate of Oman to the Republic of Indonesia. This comes when His Excellency Joko Widodo, President of the Republic of Indonesia, received His Excellency the Ambassador in the capital, Jakarta. His Excellency, the Ambassador, conveyed the greetings of His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq to His Excellency, the Indonesian President. For his part, His Excellency, the President, expressed his appreciation to His Majesty the Sultan, wishing him good health, happiness, and long life. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, Chairman of the 39th session of the Arab Interior Ministers' Council, received His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Ali Koman, Secretary General of the Arab Interior Ministers' Council. During the meeting, they discussed the joint security cooperation among Arab countries and reviewed the agenda items of the 40th session of the Arab Interior Ministers' Council in preparation for presenting them at the meeting to be held during the coming period in the Republic of Tunisia. The third media dialogue came to unveil the focus of 2023 for the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning. More details in the following report.
Journey towards development and marking a difference in the placemaking industry. With a firm will and continuation towards a comprehensive transformation, the executive plan for the year 2023 was launched based on the progress of the past year, translating the national priorities emanating from the Oman Vision 2040 and the National Urban Development Strategy.
We have highlighted our action plan for the 2023, which inshallah we are hoping that we will achieve more than 80% of this plan, which we have last year. We have achieved 80%, so we are aiming to actually achieve more than 80% for 2023 plans.
Targets for this year has been set, at which the most prominent are the distribution of 23,000 residential plots and the registration of more than 30,000 proof and registration of ownership applications, as well as ensuring the stability of 1,200 families within the Housing Assistance Programme. Added to this are the structural plans for the regional centres of the governorates, such as Ibri al-Rustaq, Sur, Ibra, Al-Buraimi and Hayma, all to prepare a comprehensive plan for all the land uses and construction scopes, traffic, sites, landscapes and the environment.
We have started actually working already in a number of opportunities, continuous of the structure plans in the gateways in the Sultanate. We started with Muscat structure plan, then Salala structure plan, then Suhar structure plan, then Nizwa structure plan. with those 4 being implemented as we speak, and we're almost in the final sprint on Greater Muscat Structure Plan.
Well, the advancement of the real estate development is going on, and there are master plans that are being done and or are being doing actually. Greater Muscat is one master plan development. Greater Salalah, Greater Sahar, and today we came to know also different cities in Oman will have their own master plans to different scales, which will open a lot of opportunities for real estate developers in all sectors, whether it is housing or industrial or commercial or even tourism. Is going to be accommodated in these master plans.
It's worthy of mention that the third media dialogue of the ministry came under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Khalfan bin Saeed al-Shaili, Minister of Housing and Urban Planning. With an unstoppable will and determination, the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning takes its steps forward in the Executive Plan of 2023, all to create a residential paradigm shift in the Sultanate of Oman. For Oman TV, Ahmed bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Muscat.
Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry, OCCI, in cooperation with the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, today inaugurated the Commercial Franchise Program. The inauguration ceremony was held under the auspices of His Excellency Qais Mohammed Al Yusuf, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion. More details in the following report.
To spread awareness among entrepreneurs and to qualify and develop Omani companies to benefit from the advantages and opportunities of the commercial franchising, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry launched today in the Governorate of Muscat the Commercial Franchise Program.
Franchising would be providing the entrepreneurs with the opportunity to learn from the experiences of others, and they will be giving the other entrepreneurs worldwide the opportunity to own the same business under the same trade name and use the same system to expand their businesses globally.
Through this program, Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry focuses to join the largest number of business owners, as the Chamber will conduct this program to reaching out to those interested and wishing to develop their companies.
The franchise program today, which have been launched by Chamber of Commerce, it's one of the best its kind in the country. As we know, all the franchises start with intellectual properties registration, then it will go to the franchise. We need to upgrade the SME on this field and do proper training. More of the ministries and in the country need to support these kind of the projects.
The 4-day program will include organizing seminars and workshops in Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industries branches in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman.
His Excellency Sayyid Saud bin Hilal al-Busaidi, Governor of Muscat, received today His Excellency Stefan Holly, Deputy Prime Minister of the Slovak Republic. During the meeting, the two sides reviewed aspects of cooperation in various fields. They also discussed means of enhancing relations to serve the aspirations of the two countries. Before the Shura Council members, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al-Sabti, Minister of Health, reviewed issues related to the health sector system and the future development plans to develop it. During the meeting, they discussed developing the health sector, human resources, weather and medical or administrative cadres. They also discussed the sustainability program to provide the medical products, equipment, pharmaceuticals, as well as digital program in the health sector. His Excellency, the Minister of Health, gave a briefing on World Health Organization healthcare system and the health priority in Oman Vision 2040. The meeting was attended by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, chairman of the Shura Council, and a number of Shura Council members. The National Immunization Coverage Survey kicked off today in all governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. The survey is implemented by the Ministry of Health, represented by the Director General of Disease Surveillance and Controls, and runs until 19th March. Here's a report.
The National Immunization Coverage Survey kicked off today. This survey has been implemented by the Minister of Health, represented by the Directorate General for Disease Surveillance and Control, and will run up to 19th of March. Here in the Governorate of Muscat, the survey took off from the Sayyida Fatma bint Ali Mosque in Al-Hayl in the presence of Dr. Thamra bint Saeed Al-Ghafri, Director General of Health Services, Muscat Governorate, along with other Minister of Health officials. The national survey targets children less than 5 years and mothers with children less than 5 years. In Muscat Governorate, the 12 teams headed to the houses of targeted children, which number about 3,702 children. The national survey aims to validate the results of routine reports and provide information in addition to the number of people who have been adequately immunized. The survey's target is to visit 5,289 homes to obtain immunization data for 16,470 of the targeted groups. The category of children from 1 year and a half to 5 years of age, in order to verify the immunization data in different age stages according to the National Immunization Schedule, and the category of mothers who have children under the age of 5 years to verify if they have vaccinated during pregnancy. It's worth mentioning that the field survey teams, which will introduce themselves and the purpose of the visit and survey, will visit the randomly selected houses in the various wilayats of the Sultanate of Oman. The team will first ask whether there are target groups in the house. If any, verbal consents to start the survey will be obtained. The immunization data of the target groups will be obtained directly from mothers or the child's caregiver. The survey team will use electronic or paper questionnaire form prepared in advance by the team to collect the required data. The survey team will upload a copy of the immunization cards, pink for children or green for mothers, for documentation. The presence of the child is not required during the survey. In case of unvaccinated child, they will be referred to the nearest health institution. No vaccines, medicines, or taking samples will be performed during the survey. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
With the participation of international experts and scientists, a workshop on environmental sustainability in the mining sector was launched today. The workshop during the 2 days aims to enhance the capabilities to achieve the strategic goals in the priority of environment and natural resources that intersect with the mining sector in finding balance. The opening of the workshop was held under the auspices of His Excellency Engineer Salim bin Nasser Al Aufi, Minister of Energy and Minerals.
Taking advantage of the abundant natural resources in the Omani lands, a workshop on environmental sustainability in the mining sector kicked off today. International experts and scientists met in Muscat to learn about the best and latest practices, experiences and technologies used to ensure the sustainability of mineral resources and environmental sustainability, starting from prospecting and exploration operations to the completion of work in mining sites.
Well, it's very important to be thinking about closure from the very start of mining. And because Oman is very focused on an expanded mining sector, it's very important to understand how to close mines right from the start. So they have to be designed for closure so that they don't leave a negative legacy at the end of mining. Basically, the key elements of being safe, stable, non-polluting, creating healthy environments, as well as sustainability through intergenerational equity. That means not leaving a degraded site, managing it all through the whole life of the mine.
Specialized papers and meetings focused on sustainability in the mining sector will be included in the two-day workshop, in which environmental legislation and regulations will be discussed and debated.
My presentation will be sharing Valley Brazil experience about mining, sustainable mining for tailings. It will share our Valley Brazil knowledge, how they are managing in a sustainable way in circular economy. It's very important to get update from the experience of big companies here in Oman. Why? Because it's following a lot of years of experience how to develop such solutions in environmental controls, in sustainable and circular economy. This is very, very important, and it could be applicable in all sectors of mines.
The mining sector is one of the most promising sectors that the 10th five-year plan focuses on, and the environment and natural resources are a priority set by Oman 2040 vision, so the balance between economic and natural requirements is the added value that must be paid attention to.
Still to come in our news bulletin. To enhance the food security system in the Sultanate of Oman, a memorandum of cooperation to purchase wheat products from local farmers is signed. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The Sultanate of Oman participated in a Saudi Media Forum in its second edition. The forum discussed the role of media means that contributes in building the country and community's reputation. More than 1,000 personalities from media leaders and decision makers participated in the event, which stressed on the importance of media balancing and the professional dialogue on various issues. The forum also discussed setting the media governance foundation and its direct effect in the cultural dimension, as well as the role of the digital transformation in making the map of media. The annual meeting of the Committee of Riyadh Memorandum of Understanding for Inspection and Control of Ships began in Muscat in its 20th session. The meeting is organized by the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology, with the participation of the GCC countries, as well as regional and international representatives. The meeting reviews the inspection activities of member states, ways to develop the information center of the memorandum, in addition to presenting working papers on the importance of international agreements related to inspection and control of ships and maritime safety, as well as the memorandum's strategic plan 2023-2028. Rear Admiral Saif Nasser Al-Rahbi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman RNO, received in his office today Commodore Shahram Irani, Commander of the Navy of the Islamic Republic of Iran. During the meeting, the two sides exchanged views on various naval matters and means of enhancing them to serve developing the naval capabilities between the two sides. The meeting was attended by senior RNO officers and the ministry attaché of the Iranian embassy. The Commodore Shahram Irani, Commander of the Navy of the Islamic Republic of Iran, visited today the Ministry Technological College, MTC. During the visit, the guest was accompanied by Rear Admiral Saif Nasser Al-Rahbi, Commander of the Royal Navy of Oman. The delegation was briefed on the college's educational and service facilities, in addition to its general curricula, technical specializations, and various educational levels. The preparatory team of the Gulf Academy for Strategic and Security Studies, headed by Rear Admiral Tariq Khalfan Al-Za'bi, today visited the National Defense College NDC. Upon arrival, they were greeted by Rear Admiral Ali Abdullah Al-Shidi, Commandant of the NDC. During the meeting, the two sides discussed several academic matters of mutual interest. The visiting delegation toured the college's facilities as well as its various departments and halls. The preparatory team of the Gulf Academy for Strategic and Security Studies, headed by Rear Admiral Tariq Khalfan Al-Za'bi, today visited the Joint Command and Staff College CSC at the Academy for Strategic and Defense Studies. Upon their arrival, they were greeted by Air Commodore Ahmed Mohammed Al-Mashaykhi, Commandant of the CSC. The guests went on tour of the CSC and were briefed about college, its general curricula, and advanced technologies in its facilities. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources signed a memorandum of cooperation with Oman Flour Mills Company related to the company's purchase of locally produced wheat from farmers in the 2022-2023 harvest season at the rate of 500 Omani Riyals per ton. The Memorandum of Cooperation aims to strengthen the food security system in the Sultanate of Oman and to encourage farmers to grow wheat. It was also signed by His Excellency Dr. Ahmed bin Nasser Al-Bakri, Under Secretary of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Water Resources for Agriculture, and Engineer Haytham bin Mohammed Al-Fanah, CEO of Oman Flour Mills Company. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq greets His Excellency Mohammed Shahabuddin on him being elected as the new President of the People's Republic of Bangladesh. The Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning stresses that more than 23,000 Omani families benefited from the Choose Your Digital Land program during 2022. The Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry inaugurates the Commercial Franchise Program. And the National Immunization Coverage Survey kicked off in all governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.